this is the tipping point for policing in America.
Now on Fox 9 News at 5, the attorneys for the family of George Floyd file a civil rights lawsuit against the city of Minneapolis and the officers involved in his death.
The city of Minneapolis has a history of policies and procedures and deliberate indifference when it comes to the treatment of arrestees, especially black men.
On the same day, a select few are allowed to watch the footage from 2 of the officers' body cameras.
This is Fox 9 News at 5.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Amy Hockert. And I'm Kelsey Carlson. A lot of developments today in the case involving the death of George Floyd. Fox 9's Paul Bloom watched an hour of body cam video from 2 of the officers charged in Floyd's death. But first, we want to begin with our Rob Olson and this civil rights lawsuit that was filed on behalf of the family. Rob?
Yeah, this civil rights lawsuit really lists a history of the city and the Minneapolis Police Department, their failed dealings with police misconduct, what the suit accuses them of failures with training and discipline. And it lists previous payouts for police misconduct, saying that those failed to make a difference.
We are seeking to make sure that justice is done by the family of George Floyd.
Ben Crump and his fellow attorneys won't put a dollar figure on their federal civil suit for the death of George Floyd, but it's very clear they believe it has to be something seismic for City Hall, so much it sends shockwaves to cities and departments across the country.
If you do think that Black Lives Matter, then understand that we're going to make sure that there is a black worth and value behind that.
And it's clear they believe it has to eclipse the record $20 million settlement in the death of Justine Damon, because even that, they argue, wasn't enough to stop misconduct.
Now, this is an unprecedented case. And with this lawsuit, we seek to set a precedence to make it financially prohibitive.
The civil suit, all 42 pages of it, singles out MPD training on neck restraints as non-deadly force, arguing it clearly is lethal. The killology, or warrior-style training, banned by the mayor last year, but still encouraged and paid for by the union. That Derek Chauvin was precisely the type of reckless and dangerous officer that union president Bob Kroll and others encouraged him to be.
Until there's a number where everybody wakes up and says, we have to turn this police department upside down on its training.
While filed in Minneapolis federal court, attorneys do hope it doesn't actually get to a courtroom there, that the city can come to another settlement, and soon, and this time one that forces reform.
The real issue is, how much do cities and municipalities have to pay to tell their police departments that enough is enough?
Mayor Jacob Fry's office said there'd be no comment on this suit, citing the ongoing criminal case. In Minneapolis, Rob Olson, Fox 9.